I Count Cat cannot cat believe. I get my own fur all over my own clothing. I try to keep it under the fabric, but I'd like to get on top of things, under things, in between. Often in my mouth were hairballs. Before I was a cat pyre. I don't recall I had to do this before. Since I never wore clothes, really. Maybe some jewelry. There. Voila.
All of a sudden, I heard such a clatter. I ran from my lab to see what was the matter. I ran into the chamber.
Hang on to that there, Gorilla.
There were my monsters.
Ah! I'm choking to death. Oh, hi, gang. How you like the show so far? Huh? Dynamite over there.
Greetings, my fellow fiends, felines, and those losing their minds. 'Tis I, Count Cat, Vitae, or welcome to Castle Cat. I am your whore host for the evening. As usual, who else were you expecting? Another whore host? We'll find it. Meow. Perhaps you're fortunate tonight, for in tonight's episode, we will be meowing about the Ghoul, a local celebrity from the Midwest, known throughout Ohio and Michigan within the third dimension.
The Ghoul? Oh, cool!
That's left, Oshka. Very cool. A little tribute to truth. We shall be watching the Ghoul.
What about the film tonight? What are we watching?
The Ghoul.
You already mentioned it was going to be talked about. But what movie are you going to be showing?
The Ghoul. We are watching the 1933 The Ghoul, starring Boris Karloff.
Oh, that guy was a Grinch. A real Grinch. He stole Christmas. He could have stole me if he wasn't sure.
Tak. Yes, indeed. Karloff was the Grinch, Frankenstein monster, the Mommy, and many more creepy cool killers. Ron Sweed was born in 1949 and grew up in Cleveland. In an interview with his mother, Metro Times reporter Anita Schmaltz asked, "Did you ever expect to give birth to the Ghoul?" She responded, "Ron was very different right from the time he came out of the chute." How about that, cats? Sweed was inspired by the magician Dr. Silkini and horror movies. At age 9, he would entertain his class every Wednesday with his ventriloquist dummy and utilized marionettes that he was gifted.
Yeah, I hate puppets. They creep me out.
Well, thank ghostly goddesses we have no puppets on this show here. As I was meowing, Sweed put on a gorilla costume that he found in Silkini's trunk and wore it to a live appearance of Ghoulardi. Ghoulardi was a famous Cleveland TV creep. Ghoulardi brought Sweed, the gorilla, on stage and soon made him his production assistant. Production assistant? Why don't we have any of those around here?
Because we're terribly under budget.
I thought that we were paying them in catnip.
Well, we were until they ate what crafty we had and fell asleep.
Go figure. Ghoulardi retired in 1966 after Sweed failed to persuade him to continue on again in 1970. Ghoulardi, whose real name is Arnie Anderson, by the way, gave Ron the thumbs up to revive the character himself. And the rest is history.
Whose history?
Well,
man, what happened?
quite a bit, including many bits. In early 1970s, the Ghoul blew up. Not only did his show blow up and gain syndication in 6 cities, especially Detroit, but he would blow up all sorts of cat crap. He would have fiends crack up when he lit up a firecracker. The Ghoul show went through Detroit, Chicago, Boston, Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. In Chicago, the show bombed, as it replaced the original Svengoolie, my personal favorite. Boston bombed too, and I don't have to keep track with that. Shut up. Much like the flaming fires of Devil's Night, the show lit up in Detroit. After the show was shut down in 1975, it was revived from 1977 to 1979 in Detroit on Channel 62. Stations' names changed. The show again ran from 1982 to 1984. The Ghoul then returned to Cleveland's Channel 55 from 1998 until 2004.
That's great, really. Time to get on with the movie, Count Cat. That's what pays the bills around here.
No, it doesn't.
Well, then these people watching better buy some t-shirts or DVDs or sneakers or something.
Tak. Yes. Check out the Castle Cat TV store at www.deathcat.us. I bet they're going to want to buy Ghoul shirts and crap books after we just talked about the Ghoul.
Oy vey.
And meow, but the star to monsters out with this classic UK flick. There's not the mommy, but still has got some of that magic ancient Egyptian finesse. The Ghoul is loosely based off of the book titled The Ghoul, you fools. In Great Britain it did great, yet horribly in the United States, because the movie sucks. Yeah.
We don't want to buy no lino, no nothing.
Mr. Dragore, please.
Oh, him.
No sound, please. After 2 years I find you. I want the eternal light.
You found me too late. It's no longer mine.
I can kill with this from the end of the room. No lies, please.
You cannot kill in England, Mahmoud. They get their murderers here and hang them.
I have not come alone. If I hang, there are others. The eternal light goes back to the tomb from which you stole it.
But I tell you, I have not got it.
Please, I am not a child.
I sold it
To whom did you sell it?
to Professor Morland.
That robber of the dead. Has he sold it?
He did not buy to sell.
What then?
Like you, Mahmoud. She believes.
Believes? He believes that the eternal light will open for him the gates of paradise?
Even so, he gave the best part of his fortune for it. And very soon he will know whether or not he was right.
What do you mean?
Professor Morland is dying.
Then you think it will be buried with him?
I'm sure of it. We have only got to wait until he is dead.
Anubis. Opener of the way.
third.
Well, what is it?
Good evening. I happen to be staying in the neighborhood, and hearing of your master's illness, I took the liberty of calling. How is he tonight?
He'll never see the morning.
He hasn't asked for anyone of my cloth.
Nor will he. He's set in his ways, and they're the ways of the heathen.
I know he won't see the rector, but though I'm a comparative stranger, I don't like to leave a man to die like that.
He'll die in his own fashion, as he has lived.
Still, sometimes at the end.
Not with him. He's stubborn and unbending, and will be so at the throne itself.
Well, I suppose I can be of no use then.
No manner of use.
Good night.
Asking for you. Where can I find Mr. Brown?
Who is it? Come in or go out.
You'll have to go up soon if you want to see him again. Curious house, this.
Curious owner.
Yes, but I suppose a great Egyptologist can't be expected to be like other people.
Well, he'll be like a great many other people soon.
That's not a very sympathetic thing to say.
Well, I'm not a sympathetic man. Want a drink?
That's, across the hall, isn't it?
I dare say.
Thanks.
$75,000. September 22nd, 1931. Daily Journal. The eternal light, mine at last.
What's he there?
I'm here.
Is the door shut?
It is.
No listeners.
None.
The curtains.
They are drawn.
Come nearer. This man, Brown. Watch. Brown.
You were always suspicious. Have you ever trusted a living soul?
Only fools. I trust you.
Better to trust in the spirit than in the flesh.
I put my trust in my own gods. And now, when I am dead, my funeral, you will bury me at dusk in the clothes I told you. You will place the figure of Anubis
at the west of the inner chamber.
I will.
And on the night of the full moon, at the first hour, I will make my offering of the eternal light to Anubis, opener of the ways. If I have done well in his sight, those fingers will close over the jewel, and he will open to me the gates of immortality.
The hand of a heathen image will now come to life.
Ah, the bandage. The bandage. Look. This is the eternal light. It must rest in my hand.
A man will now find peace who robs his heirs.
Bandage my hand. The eternal light must lie with me in the tomb. You're afraid of me?
I'm afraid for you.
If this should leave me, then you'll have reason to fear. For when the full moon strikes the door of my tomb, I will come back. You hear? I will come back to kill. Bandage my hand.
Doctor!
Windows. Open. Oh.
It's all over. Make out a certificate. Heart failure. What was the idea of bandaging his hand like that?
I cannot say. He had many a queer fancy.
I'll be round in the morning to sign the certificate.
I'll no be leaving my master's side till his body is laid to rest.
Look out! Is that Froggy the Gremlin? We were going to get an actual Froggy, the Gremlin, but they cost hundreds of dollars, so you get this instead. Cardboard. What do you think, Zippy? You like Froggy the Gremlin?
Your magic twanger of the day, Froggy! Hiya, hiya, hiya. How you all doing out there? Froggy's the name. And hey, Frog! Just get away from me, will you, sickie? I'm in no mood for you today. Froggy's got a toothache that, oh, owie, scowie. Frog, boy, is this your lucky day, little toothache buddy? Oh, mine. What do you mean? What do you mean, Frog? Well, listen, remember that winemaker I got for Christmas? Hey, I remember the winemaker. Get out of here. I told you I'm in no mood. No, really. In addition to the winemaker, I got one of these, huh? New, the Broncos, Mr. Dennis, Frog. It includes drill bits, batteries, drill and fill, fun kit. Oh, I told you it's your lucky day. No, I don't really know about this, sickie, really. Here, let me give it a try, Frog. There you go, guy. Wait a second, Frog. Have no fear. Ghoulies here. One more time. Here you go. All right, Frog. There you go, guy. Look at that, Frog. I'll tell you, guy. You're a real dominant guy. I got you. You just put it off. Hey, put it up a little, Frog. Hey. Froggy's the name, and harassing those psychotic idiots my game. Hey, don't give me no psychotic, Frog. Listen, I've been taking classes. Oh, trying to get educated, huh, clown? Hey, not only educated, but do a public service to humanity, including you. Little first aid, Frog. Oh, just get away from me with that first aid stuff, will you, Ghoul? Hey, no, Frog, let me little bandage you up. What's say over there? Come on, now, let me bandage you. Oh, look at that. Hey, quit squirting. Get away from me. Right. I'll say that was a bad Frog. Look at, there you go, all right? Look at that. You look pretty good. Oh, will you just get this junk off of me? Now, wait a second, Frog. Let me take one of these. I got to tie it up real tight around your little thing. Do blood pressure on you, okay? Listen, it's good to find out, heart attack, stroke, the whole bit. All right, just be easy, will you, dummy? Don't worry about a thing, Frog, okay? Let me pump you up over there, okay? You just get you pumped up, Frog. Don't worry about a thing. Do it, Frog, guy. Don't worry about a thing, guy, over there. Hey, Froggy, you're looking like Elvis.
Well, you savages and silkworms, how are you liking the 1933 The Ghoul? Pretty cool. Sure. Meow. Sure, meow. Why not? They have Karloff dying, Creeper spying, or trying to steal his jewelry. Oh, what secrets await beyond his powers?
Is it Ghoul power?
Ghoul power!
Ghoul power is taking over, Mama! Is there any doubt in the civilized world that the power of the Ghoul is not awesome indeed? Any doubt that I am able to manage heavy-duty brain damage? Check this out. Right here. Grab hold of this man. I'm gonna mess with his medulla. Grab hold of his gray matter. Right out there. Heavy-duty brain damage. I ask you, boys and girls, would you let this man deliver your paper? Think about it. No! It's up.
So, the Ghoul was inspired by Ghoulardi, and many have found him inspirational. Have you, Count?
The Ghoul inspirational? I'm not inspired at all by the Ghoul. His lines of work, weirdness, no way. How about you, Oshka? Are you inspired by the Ghoul in any particular way?
Not that I can see. Nothing about him or his look comes to mind or catches my eye.
Well, how about you, Professor? Are you inspired by the Ghoul?
Influenced by the Ghoul, you say? I don't think so. Kind of influence you think the Ghoul would have on a scientist like me?
So, there's your answers, kitties and creeps. Meow. There's time for Crazy Cat Collage. Or time for School Equation. Or is it time for Like Too Cool for School, Greaser Grim Reaper?
Hello there, kitties and crabs. We'll take a slice and stab at what a starving artist might eat. First, you want to take or bake your own bread. If it's not sliced, then slice it. And slice it. Let's see here. Next, you want to we'll maybe get a plate for heathen's sake. Fleb. Maybe we want to put on a plate for heathen's sake. There we go. Lynn, you want to have a toaster. Hello in there. Is anybody there? Lynn, if you're lucky enough to have a toaster, if not, you can use a stovetop or oven. And for the shoving, stick it in. And then there should be a lever somewhere together. You press it down. There, like that. If you're really hungry, you might want to add 2. Just throw that in. We wait. I remember when they first invented bread. They brought it to Transylvania on sailboats in the sky. Yes. Sailboats. They would get caught in clouds. Good old Fleb. Yes. Do. So, I hope you are enjoying tonight's ferocious flick. Oh, if you happen to want to get fancy with it, I'll be back. How do you open this? Whoa! Then pop goes the weasel, because the weasel goes pop. That's my pop used to always say. Sometimes they get stuck in there and you want to stick it out. Stuck in there. And some palm oil that they murdered all the reinforced animals in if you don't have your own lactating mammal of another species. That is, if you don't have the milk of a lactating mother of another species. Or if you got down to create some jam. Now, if you really want to get fancy, try some coconut oil with salt to spread on. That is, if you don't have your own lactating mother of another species. Or, if you want to be cat damned, slam on some delicious trituladian jam. And wham! You have yourself some toast! Ooh. Bon appetit!
Where are you going?
To feed the lamp that is to burn inside.
It's all wrong.
It's a disgraceful trouble.
Wait. You're leaving the key inside.
Aye, that was another of his queer fancies.
When your master died, Lang, I believe him to have been possessed of a jewel of great value. Do you know anything about it?
Nothing.
I advise you to be very careful, Lang.
I have a careful nature.
You may be putting yourself perilously near dishonesty.
I've seen men nearer.
You may regret this, Lang. Davis, I want you to stay here and watch that man with the club foot.
I'm not a detective, Mr. Broughton.
One more word from you, Davis, and you're out of work. I have reason to believe that he has stolen a valuable piece of property. He may make an effort to get rid of it. Watch him and telephone me at my office if he leaves the house.
Very good, sir.
Harlan. Miss Betty Harlan, 52 Langford Street.
Carry up!
From Wrexham.
10 shillings if you'll drive me to Yaxford Station in time to catch the 5 o'clock train.
I'll oblige you, Governor. I was going straight back as it was.
That's a very old carpet, Mr. Morland. I should be glad if you will not kick it to pieces.
I'm sorry. When I'm angry, I do kick.
You're good enough to explain that.
Yes, I intend to. By your own statement, Miss Holland and I are the sole heirs of Professor Morland. We were informed neither of his death nor of his funeral.
Your uncle died and was buried in a certain way according to his wishes, which need I go on? Almost his last words were a threat to return from the dead. In my opinion, he was mad.
Well, that may be so. But Miss Holland and I should have been consulted.
But I understood that you and Miss Holland were not on speaking terms.
Well, what of that? You expect quiet at a funeral, don't you?
Yes, I also expect it in my office.
I'm very sorry, but after all, this means a good deal to both of us. Uncle was worth about $4,000 a year.
Well, he isn't now.
What do you mean by that?
He spent a good deal, you know. It may surprise you to know that some time ago he drew a cheque for £75,000.
What for?
I don't know.
You don't know? You were in charge of all his affairs and you don't know?
That's what I said. And I advise you to look after the tone of your voice.
I'm not at all sure. I have much more important things to look after than the tone of my voice.
I don't follow you.
I'm going to run down to Owlsvale House tomorrow morning.
Yes, well, I don't think you realize the conditions that you'll find there.
No, that's why I propose to go.
You won't like it. You'll be most uncomfortable.
You don't advise me to go?
I think you'll be making a very big mistake.
Then I'll go. Oh, by the way, does Miss Harlan know anything about this will business?
No doubt she will have received a letter from me by now.
Do you know Miss Harlan?
No. I propose to give myself the pleasure of calling upon her this evening. Hello. Oh, it's you, Davies. Wait a minute. I have a visitor here, but I think he's just going.
Thank you very much. If you're going to see Miss Harlan tonight, I shall be there myself.
No doubt you will succeed in making a painful interview intolerable. Good afternoon.
Your manner must help your practice a great deal.
Now, Davies.
Can you direct me to Blandford Street, please?
Follow the tram lines, close on a mile, and then turn right at the church.
I'm obliged to you.
Oh, hello, Caney. Ooh. Oh, it's good to get out of that fog. My dear, a most exciting thing has happened. Oh! Oh, don't let it happen again. No, not that. That's a chestnut. It's this. It looks like a solicitor's letter. Just been delivered by hand. Oh, dear. What haven't we paid? I wonder if I'm going to get a shock or not. Oh! Oh, Caney, that is a silly game. After all we've said about Uncle Henry, what do you think he's done? Something nice at last? He's dead. My dear, I'm sorry. And his solicitor wants to see me. My dear, I'm glad. He was awfully rich, wasn't he? He may have left you a fortune. If he has, I'll buy you a private cinema. Oh, I say, when did this letter come? A few minutes ago. Why? He asked me to telephone him if I could see him here at 6. You don't want to miss the chance of a fortune for the sake of tuppence. You better run out and do it now. You're right.
Miss Harlan.
Yes.
What's the matter? What's happened?
Somebody attacked me and slashed my bag.
Why, good Lord, it's Betty Harlan.
Rafe Morland.
You would go and get yourself into some kind of mix-up.
You would arrive when it's all over.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going home.
Wait a minute. I was on my way to see you, strictly on business.
You wouldn't be allowed in for any other reason.
That's good.
Taxi. Cunningham Garage, as quickly as possible.
Delighted to see you. No, it isn't Mr. Broughton. It's my cousin, Rafe Morland.
Dear Mr. Morland, we're delighted to see you.
Wrong again. We don't like him very much.
Oh, don't we? I didn't realize.
Well, our two families are not on speaking terms.
Oh, dear.
As far as I can make out, it was started by my late uncle as a Christmas joke.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
But now he's dead. The trouble's all over.
I'm not sure. It hasn't just begun.
Where's Mr. Broughton?
Oh, he won't come because I didn't telephone. I nearly got throttled instead.
Betty!
There was a man with a limp. He pushed a note into my hand. I just put it in my bag when somebody snatched the whole affair.
What was in it?
There's something of value at Owl's Vale. Others are after it, so come.
And Broughton was doing everything he knew to keep me away from there. There's a fox in the cover somewhere. Goodbye.
Oh, why goodbye?
I'm going down there right away. I'll let you know what happens.
You're wrong. I'll let myself know. If you go, I go too.
You can't do that. Alone in a house with a man you're not even on speaking terms with?
Oh, don't be so absurd. It's not as if I even liked him.
Oh, if another woman was going, perhaps.
I suppose that means you want to come too.
Well, obviously, it's my duty.
And suppose I object?
I'm not so broke I can't hire a car.
Oh, all right, you win, but for goodness sake, hurry. Girls, must get in this as best you can. There you are.
You first.
No, you. Hurry up. Oh, this is an unspeakable car.
There's no room for my leg.
It looks as if I'll have to walk.
You might do worse. There's a grand moon. It's full.
see if there's a name on this gate. No, there's nothing to show this is the place.
But there aren't any other places, and I'm frozen.
Well, it's no use going to the wrong place.
Wait a minute, here's someone on a bike. Hi there, Cocky, wait a minute. Oh, hello. I'm awfully sorry, I didn't see you were a parson.
Oh, that's all right. Any trouble?
Oh, no, no. We just want to get to Owlsvale House.
Well, this is it. As a matter of fact, I'm calling there myself.
But did you know my uncle, Professor Morland?
Oh, slightly. Perhaps I ought to introduce myself. My name's Hartley, Nigel Hartley. I'm down at Raveley. The vicar's ill.
How do you do? I'm Rafe Morland. This is Miss Harlem. We're the heirs of the
Couldn't
old...
we have the rest of the introduction indoors?
Yes, yes, of course. You must be cold. All right, straight down this drive. You go along, I'll follow.
All right.
Here we are. Car'll be all right here. I'll show you the way.
What a horrible house. I wish I was back home in bed.
I can hear someone coming.
Ah.
Well, don't stand about. Come inside. We'll go into the library. I may be old-fashioned, but I feel awkward when I'm not introduced to people.
I'm sorry, I forgot you didn't know your clients by sight. This is Miss Harlem.
How do you do? I was expecting a telephone message from you.
Oh, I was on my way to call you up when the most extraordinary thing happened.
And this is Miss Caney.
How do you do?
You're a surprise, Broughton.
I have a great deal of business to clear up down here.
This house has needed a woman for about 25 years. No, I've blinded myself.
You haven't wasted much time in getting here, Mr. Morland.
No, just a little too much, perhaps.
Whatever do you mean? Really, you're the rudest man alive.
Oh, pretty pussy. How horrible. It's stuffed.
I dare say you know your own business best, but why you should want to bring a parson...
A pure accident. We met at the gates.
So naturally you brought him in.
Broughton, I can stand a certain amount, but no more.
Oh, come, don't let's make a battle of it.
You stay here in the car.
No. I shall be among the trees, watching.
You may say I have no right to express this opinion, but to my mind it's a scandalous and disgraceful burial which may have disastrous consequences.
It would be very disastrous if he came back, wouldn't it?
I quite see Mr. Hartley's point.
Yes, you make friends quickly, don't you?
And enemies quicker.
Need we have these childish squabbles? We all know the dead men don't come back.
Oh, I wish I was back home in bed.
Hadn't somebody better answer that?
Certainly. It's your house.
Very well.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but I was an intimate friend of Professor Molan.
Well, you'd better come in. We seem to be giving a party.
Oh, thank you. My name is Aga Ben Dragore.
An Egyptian?
An Arab.
I don't remember having heard your name.
I did not flatter myself that you would. But I knew Professor Molan some years ago in Egypt. I heard of his death and of his burial in my own faith. And I hoped, as I am leaving England tomorrow, that I might be allowed to visit his tomb.
I must protest against anything of the sort.
Why shouldn't the poor man look at his friend's tomb?
I don't mind him going.
I can't believe that you'd willingly encourage paganism.
The Egyptians were not pagans, sir. As no doubt you know, Miss...
Caney, I think you're all being very unkind to Mr. Dragore.
I don't think you people realize quite how far Molan's queer ideas took him. He even believed that after his death at a certain hour, the image of Anubis would come to life in his tomb and receive his soul. It's horrible.
Well, I can't see that it matters. After all, if that sort of mumbo-jumbo gave him any comfort,
It matters a great deal.
If my suggestion is likely to hurt anyone's feelings, please forget it.
Oh, I think that's very sweet of you, Mr. Dragore.
Oh, your sympathy is more than charming.
Well, what about a cup of coffee after your cold drive? I dare say we should find some in the kitchen.
May I offer my services as pantryman?
Quite sweet of you. Come, Mr. Dragore.
For sheer speed. She'll not let him out of her sight for a moment now.
Perhaps that's just as well.
Come along, Betty. How about making a fire in the library?
Yes.
I'm sorry there should be this sort of atmosphere. After all, we're only ships that pass in the night.
Do you want a drink or will you pass now?
Oh, well, thank you very much.
There you are.
Well, if you build it that way, there won't be any draft.
Well, it'll be the only place in this house where there isn't one, then.
Oh, don't you think you carry those snappy retorts a trifle too far? Since we met, I can't remember you saying a kind word to anyone.
Perhaps you're right. I'm sorry.
The Ghoul tried to sue Son of Ghoul in 1987, much as Vampire tried to sue Elvira. Well, hopefully someday I shall be misfortunate enough to sue someone for playing a cat buyer whore host. Oh, perhaps I'll sue myself. The Ghoul underwent a triple bypass surgery on my mother's birthday in 2018 and died on April Fool's Day 2019. Or did he? Is it a practical joke? Smoke a killer kielbasa and find out.
As the TV character called The Ghoul has died, Ron Sweed launched his TV career in Cleveland in the 1970s. But his wildly popular show gained success in other cities like Boston and Chicago. A post by his ex-wife says he never fully recovered from a heart attack 5 months ago. He was 70.
Get away from me! I live all! Give this dog hormone shots! Oh, I want to know right now! Oh, little precious thyroid!
Butter.
You're margarine.
Butter.
You're margarine, see?
Butter.
Margarine!
Butter.
Oh, you're margarine! You hear me? You're margarine! 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 You got that straight? The difference between butter and margarine. Okay. Now, what are you?
Polyunsaturated corn oil, derived soybean substitute, artificially flavored with color added, whipped butter.
No, you're not! You're margarine! You're not butter! I'm with you! You're margarine! Get a little fat joke for all you sweaties out there. Anyhow, no, remember last week? The original dancing belly, the belly dancer? If you missed it, there it is again. Hey,
which one is the balloon?
Which one's the balloon? The Ghoul raspberry to you, Director Slowey. I'll tell you later, but our new camera 4 is from Parma. Paul, run out here real quick. No, you can't do that. That's a grievance. Maybe we can tell you later. He has a flamingo on his head. What? His name is Pat. What's your last name, Pat? Pat. Read my lips. Huh? What? Pat Ski. Okay. Get another one and wait for the snow and I'll be all set. Okay, as you know, it is. Oh, that's a biggie. All right. It is summertime, and I'm going to take over the world. That's right. The current cat that's in office, Tricky Richard, we're going to get him out because he's not doing such a fine job. Hey, it's a goodie. Come on now. Come on. Let's get a whiff of it there. Go. Okay. That's a goodie. Come on, kids. Go on, baby. You can do it. Oh, okay. All right. Hey. Come on, it's working. Baby, it's the
table and it's gargoyle over here. Try that one. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, yeah, the gargoyle's not that
Oh.
Different yet? Yes. Are you bored to tears yet? As fans of the Ghoul, we've learned to keep ourselves entertained. Okay. You know, in between segments. Very good. That will be something I have to take them out of here now.
You on camera now?
How's it feel to be a big star?
You on camera now?
Six cups. That's just 4 too many. Eh?
Tell me about Egypt. Have you ever seen a sheik?
I am one.
Oh, thank you. Then how should I address you? Oh, I'm cutting sandwiches for a sheik. I don't feel quite well.
Oh, don't be alarmed. We're not quite as uncivilized as people think.
Oh, don't say that. Do you ride a white stallion?
Sometimes.
Oh, down the path of the moon, the noble animal plunging and frothing up the nostrils till it founders at your feet, faithful unto death.
Well, not very often. You see, it's rather too expensive.
I know it's not your fault. We were taught to hate one another, but...
Good Lord, you don't think I hate you, do you?
Well, I can't somehow feel I'm your dearest friend.
You never did have a great deal of sense, did you?
Oh, that's nice. Rafe, I have a woman's intuition that you and I are up against things.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we are.
Well, then, let's cut the quarreling.
Shoulder to shoulder, eh? All right. Partners.
Partners.
Ah.
Oh, what a wonderful night. It's a full moon.
Scared of a dead man in his tomb? Shame on yourself. Are you a child that your knees should rattle at the talk of a madman? Look your enemy in the face. It's the fear of the big door has got you, and will hold you fast till you stare it down. Do dead men walk? I'm no thinking a dead man will cross my path tonight.
dreaming.
Now I will show you how we make coffee in the desert, underneath the stars.
But you don't make it yourself, do you?
No, of course not. A Circassian slave, lovely as sin, cooks it for us, kneeling. And if it is not to our liking...
I know. She's stripped to the waist and lashed for miles across the Sahara.
Where she is finally eaten by locusts, and rightly. Now, take this canister and do exactly as I tell you.
And if I fail?
The Yorkshire moors are just behind us. Now, 6 spoonfuls. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5.
Get our arms away from... What's the matter with you? Are you mad, eh?
What was the matter with him? Was it drink?
No. Terror. Stark terror.
Oh, then I've caught it.
You stay here. I'll look after him.
If you must look after somebody, why look further?
Eh? Come on, then.
Rafe! That limp, I'd swear to it anywhere. That's the man.
Look here, did you give a note to this young
Gather up your things and get out of here. The master, I've seen him. You...
Who screamed?
I did. That's the last time I'll ever try to make coffee in a strange house.
That man with a limp. Who was he?
Lang, your uncle's servant.
Well, he seemed mad to me.
Yes, and probably dangerous. You others had better go into the library. I'll have a word with him.
Yes, come along. Mr. Broughton understands the man.
It would do no harm to warn my man to stand by.
Your man? Is he a sheik too?
No, he's his chauffeur. He's outside now with my car.
Oh, you're not leaving us, are you?
My dear lady.
Not a very courageous person, our foreign friend.
You think he's run away? Absurd. I'd like to see you riding your bicycle with a Circassian slave, lovely as sin, across the handlebars.
What on earth are you talking about?
Now listen, good people.
Good people?
Don't you think perhaps we're allowing this thing to get on our nerves? Don't you think perhaps if we took a grip on our self-control...
Now listen, good parson. This is our show and our nerves are probably just as good as the next man's. So keep that sort of talk for your pulpit.
Ray!
Oh, well, of course, I've no wish to interfere where I'm not wanted.
Then don't. This is not a Sunday school.
After that, I think I can say good night.
As you please. Well, I'm sorry I was offensive. Good night.
Oh, well, the tongue is an unruly member, is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
I was tempted. I was tempted, but I did not fall. I did not fall. The thing's safe. I swear it. When you told me you'd come back from the grave, how could I believe you? I never knew such things could be. Got it. The girl. She has it. I swear it. Oh, oh.
What's the matter with you? You look as if you'd seen a ghost.
I have. I saw Morland as plainly as I see you. I'm going to mix myself a drink.
Betty, just a minute.
Well?
I have an idea they're trying to scare us out of this house. There's no use blinding ourselves to the facts. There must be something pretty big at stake.
Something that depends on getting rid of us?
That's how it looks to me.
What are we going to do? Who's there?
Betty, I'm going down to that tomb and find out
Well,
whether...
still-
It's the only way we've got of finding out what's going on round here.
I don't want to be left here alone. Can I come too?
There's nothing wrong with your nerve. Come on.
I'll put on a pullover and some thicker shoes.
All right. Is this yours?
Yes.
I'll keep an eye on Broughton. Well, I think you've every chance of seeing things if you lower Scotch at that pace.
I think so. After I get another blood shake. Meow.
Thing you want in your brownies is what else? A little bit of chocolate. So zingy, 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 zingy. There we go.
Sizzling creatures, stir-panic communications, keeps them so wild towards emerging for protesting their own words. Enjoy shelf if you will. Hear the bad laughter of Dr. Quack, medicines of deception of the true formula. The medical madman weakens and attack. Matters less with tact, with a judgment stand for a big act. Now disgrace the way start, and not at one star. Besides the ones that crave your city type of the hour. Luxury's totally out of power. Scratches from you, the irritating composure so sour. Hear the mad laughter of Dr. Quack, medicines of deception of their true formula. The medical madman begins an attack. Matters with fact of its absurd attacks. that's driving out, taste the numbers, shouting so, medulla d'arcudo, simbolo solo d'archini, mentre ferma la via, tutta dividi. Hear them at last, rock on quack, medicine to the flaps, from the roof for the lad, to make the back when begins an attack, others must win back, within such a sad for the gods.
From out of the sky comes a purring cry. Feline creatures of an alien race of Planet 9 from outer space.
Detective Shelby Rehnquist sent here from Washington, D.C. to help solve this mysterious case. Hi.
Feline fiends from another planet. Starring Count Captain Tommy Purr as Catfire Monster. Planet 9 from outer space. Featuring the radioactive chicken heads as they battle the feline fiends from space.
Watching you, Miss Bishop. Watching you well.
The terrifying transformation of the dead.
Get away, you cat monster!
I need a drink from space.
Get wasted tonight. Forget about all these dead bodies I gotta dig up.
It could be happening left meow. Planet 9 from outer space.
Greetings and such disaster there, my fellow fiends and felines. Count Cat here. Just going through some junk mail, blood bills, and fiend mail. Here's a creepy cool one of corpse. Yes, all sorts of interesting things from fiends from afar. As a matter of cats, you out there in interspiderweb TV land could send some fiend mail, hate mail, artwork, or whatever it is you have your heart's desire set to expire on. Just be sure to mail it to Count Cat at Castle Cat in the Carpathian Mountains, country of Tritulania, in the 13th demented dimension. Or shall I mention, you could also email it to me here, or any of the other Castle Cat creeps that dwell within our ever-shifting walls. At castlecatshow@gmail.com. And we may even feature it, if it is horrible enough, here on Castle Cat TV. So, don't forget to tip your mailman, or mail cat at that. Meow! Meow!
home. Hey! So it's you, huh? Listen.
Keep phone home.
Hey, I'm cognizant of the fact, E.G., you're phoning home.
Keep phone home.
Look at my last month's phone bill.
Keep phone home.
You can phone wherever you want, but not on the Ghoul phone. No way.
Keep phone home.
Did Froggy send you in here, E.G.?
Keep phone
No,
home.
no, no, no.
This movie was the first time in 2 decades that Karloff did a British film. And meow, did he regret that? Not sure. No idea how he felt about it. This film was thought to be lost for years, 30-some years, until 1969. Archivist William K. Everson found a murky, inaudible, garbage copy of it in Czechoslovakia. Everyone cried, humans died, clowns were pied. What an emotional roller coaster. No one said anything about roller coasters. In the early 1980s, a discussed and forgotten film vault at Shepperton Studios, with its door blocked by stacked lumber, the true enemy, lumber. Inside the vault, meow and behold, were the nitrate negatives in perfecto condition. At last, atlases and glasses, the world was reunited with this movie that exists. Oh, what a tear-jerker! Go jerk your branches in your own room. And meow, shall we continue and conclude this creature-esque feature of frightfully subtle, humorous delight tonight? Meow.
Mr. Gregore! Mr. Gregore! Mr. Gregore! Mr. Gregore! Oh, there you are. Oh, Mr. Gregore, I'll come up to you.
Wait. I'll come down. What do you want?
There was somebody in the library.
Who?
I don't know. The door, it's shut. It's shut.
Don't scream.
Oh, that's what I need. The command in your wonderful voice.
Come with me.
I think you've gone far enough with your insinuations.
Yes, and I may go a great deal farther. What is it? What's the matter?
I've seen him.
Now perhaps you'll believe what I told you.
Get me a glass of water quickly, will you?
wasn't hurt, only frightened.
Broughton, see if you can find Miss Caney, will you?
It's wonderful to be with a man who isn't afraid.
I am afraid.
You, who have ridden barebacked over the desert.
If you don't stop chattering, I'm afraid I shall have a knife in my back.
But when I'm with you, I have to talk. It comes like poetry.
Are you prepared to obey me?
In anything.
Then close your eyes and don't speak for 10 seconds.
Panic sometimes.
I felt his hands on me.
That's why I know it was no ghost.
It was no ghost. Look at the clock. It's nearing the hour. I know where you'll find him now. He's gone back to the tomb, to his heathen gods.
And you and I will follow in there. Wait a minute. What's his doctor's telephone number?
Yaxford 72.
The door's open and there's a light.
I'll go no nearer. I'll go no nearer.
I can see a shadow moving.
I'll go no nearer.
Well, then, go back. What about it, Betty? Do we go on?
Yes, of course.
Thought you'd say that. Hartley. So you're not a parson, just a dirty crook.
You'd better get out of my way.
Your hand, eh? So that's how it was done.
I wouldn't come any nearer.
I don't have to.
Look, if you please. Thank you. Come on now.
No, it's nothing.
Come and sit down.
Where's the key?
He threw it away.
When I phoned the doctor, I told him to bring the police. They ought to find us somehow.
Oh, even if they do come, how can they break down that door?
They'll find a way.
I'll make a bandage.
The doctor in charge didn't understand the case. I'm afraid of catalepsy.
Meaning?
Morlant was buried alive.
Oh, Mr. Dragore, what were those shots?
Out of my way.
Where are the others?
Leave me alone!
I rather thought you might be leaving in a hurry with something in your pocket that doesn't belong to you. Hand it over.
You win. That woman! There she is!
Come now.
Oh, you put up your gun, you fool. I tell you, she's got it.
Come on, then.
Stop!
Now, Miss Caney, if you please.
I don't think so.
You fool.
If either of you two horrible men so much as move, in it goes.
But you don't know the value of that jewel.
I don't care for the value, it'll go. And if you shoot, I'll go with it. I mean it. Down 30 feet. And about 60 feet of water. And then Australia.
I can't see to tie this. That light seems much lower.
Hartley! Quick, come on, get out, get him out of here.
The door! The door!
Shut!
The flames! They mustn't reach the door!
It's no good. You can't breathe in there.
A cartridge! It's here! If only... If only...
I've had enough of this, Miss Caney. Supposing I'm ready to shoot and take the risk.
You'll be taking a bigger risk than you think.
I'll take that gun, thank you.
Now look here.
That'll do. Now, what's the trouble?
This. They're after it. All of them. It belongs.
I'll carry her to the house.
Get back! Back in that corner!
And they all died. What creepy cool Ghoul and that non-boring Boris Karloff played. What a perfect performance.
Hey, Count. It's a letter from Catwoman. She's suing you for stealing her act.
Great Scott!
This one's for Dr. Emmett Brown.
Jewels. Check out these jewels. Jewels for Bastet.
What did you call me?
Bastet is a feline goddess from around 2890 before Common Era, also known as Aeluros in ancient Greece. She was a motherly protector. The ancient Egyptians were intelligent and recognized the feline kind's divinity. We protected the food supply from rats and cobras. Bastet protected from diseases and evil spirits. Fought Apep, the enemy of Ra. Cats in ancient times would be adorned with jewelry and eat from human dishes.
So, this is where he gets the idea of cat luxury being his highest priority from.
Bastet also had a temple in the city of Nile Delta, later known as Bubastes, on an island in the Nile River, surrounded by trees, yet in the center of the city to be seen by all. It lay near where's Meow, today known as Zagazag. You have to go zigzag to find it. Over 300,000 mummified cats were found here. She is still celebrated today in many ongoing festivals in Egypt.
And now I have to go edit together the episode for next month. Sheesh.
Sort of a slow burn but a gholastic gem. Nevertheless, all the moments mixed with digging, but still creepy cool kill. I hope you enjoyed not only Boris Karloff classic The Ghoul, but got a kick out of the local legend horror host, The Ghoul. Until next time, happy hauntings, fiends. Yeah.
Come along and have some fun. Saturdays on 61. Tune in his lunacy. That night on DMT. Nothing sacred, all is fair. Looney Tunes beyond compare. Who is this king of on. Do the Ghoul Power Polka. Put on your best white socks. When he says over day and shows us is okay, Ghoul Power's here to stay. Big flamingo on his cap, little froggy on his lap. One glass is shaded green, psychotic madcap scene. Prince of Parma, king of cool, wacky whammies is the rule. Lights out and now the show, the Ghoul Power Army set to go. The Ghoul Power Polka, let's slide around the floor. We'll dance all night till dawn, with our babushka on. To the Ghoul Power Polka, put on your best white socks. When he says over day and shows us is okay, Ghoul Power is here to stay. Hey, hey, hey! Ghoul, Ghoul. Hey, hey, hey! If you find you're losing fun, mediocrity has won. Most TV times a bore. You're needing something more. Get some sparkle and pizzazz from our bearded friend who has a winning show that's new. Why, everybody knows that it's the Ghoul. The Ghoul Power Polka. Let's slide around the floor. We'll dance all night till dawn, with your babushka on. To the Ghoul Power Polka, put on your best white socks. When he says over day and shows us is okay, Ghoul Power is here to stay. When he says over day and shows us is okay, Ghoul Power is here to stay. Hey, hey!
Or translated, that means children should not play with dead things. Oh, God, yucky, pooey. Cross your fingers, cooties on that corpse over there. Okay. You ever wonder what the Ghoul looks like when he's old and gray? Hey, look at that. Cool over there. Yeah. It's old Grandfather Ghoul, and I'll be doing the show till I'm 90, especially when they pay me here, I'll tell you.
Everyone loves a perfectly good cream pie.